We are? We are.
Okay, yep, we're starting.
Mm.
Last time on Princes of the Apocalypse, you guys attended DruidCon 998. DruidCon 998. And you discovered that it was not actually DruidCon, but actually a recruitment drive for the fire cult. When you began putting out bonfires, the cult reacted negatively, and you had to fight your way out. Your friend in the loosest possible sense, Pantar died due to multiple failed death saving throws, including a natural one, as I recall.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But you were able to rescue. You were able to rescue a bear. So now you have a pet bear that's following you around.
Yay!
You took Pan's body. Oh wait! Before I forget, you did get a friend.
Yeah, what else?
Yeah, Garina, a elf druid, very powerful druid. She is something of a pathological pacifist. She's not going to help you fight, but if you need like help or a healer or something, you know where she is.
Yeah.
And if Arianod wants to learn some more stuff about druiding, she can always go and ask.
Nice.
But yeah, you returned. You also found out that the water cult was spying on the fire cult. So you know that these cults have enemies with these cults are enemies with each other, or their relationships are at least a little more complicated than you thought. So now you are back in Zendrar, in the House Jarasco Enclave, waiting for Pan to be resurrected. Actually, and as I recall, actually, I know a couple of you. I think like one of you was. I think it was two of you were out seeing to the bear.
Yep, me and Isla. Or Kate.
Yeah. Cirrus and Catalan were out checking on the bear area. Yep. Was waiting on Pan's resurrection.
I have the note.
Yeah, the resurrection. As far as the magic goes, the resurrection really wasn't that. It wasn't that impactful or that impressive. It's basically they just put the diamond onto his chest, and the healer puts the diamond on the chest, and then just chants for about an hour.
Put the diamond on the chest and hammer it in.
No, you don't need to. Yeah. What happened was, when you watched the resurrection take place, all that happened was after the spell was finished, nothing seemed to happen for a moment, but the diamond then just suddenly collapsed into dust, and Pan just sits up, just like it has a spring attached to him. He just immediately springs up into a sitting position. So you're watching this like through a window. You're not actually in the room. So what do you do, Area, now that you see Pan is back? And
is there someone like watching like next to her, or like someone in the same room as her, something like that?
No, you're kind of on your own. Yeah, you do see like the Jarasco doctors are talking to him, trying to calm him down and tell him. And trying to help him get oriented.
Right through the window.
So what is Harry doing? Yeah. Pan just looks at her and then awkwardly waves and then looks at his hand Like he hasn't, like he's not used to doing it.
Like he's possessed by the DM.
No, more. It's more like it's alien after being dead for so long. So it's an alien action for him. So, what do you do? What else do you do, Area?
Oh, well, should be allowed to go inside.
Yeah,
I guess
that'll
few
let
minutes.
you know. Yeah,
Okay.
after a few minutes of Pan being debriefed, the doctor leads him out of the room. They return his credit card to him, and then
You magical
the doctor
credit
says,
card.
"Yeah."
Nice.
The doctor says, "All right, well, that's good. We got him resurrected. We'd like you to please vacate the premises. We have more people that need healing."
I need healing as well. Just saying.
I need healing. I need healing.
Yeah.
Healing. So, Sirius is confirmed to be Genji now.
Yes. I don't use swords, but I use daggers. Now, but for real, Cyrus will probably need some healing. Or some resting, actually, to be precise.
Yeah, you can get on a sedan dress. You have time.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys are meanwhile with the bear. And the bear is just kind of happy to just not be chained to the ground.
Yep. Still trying to talk to it, even though I don't know how to talk to it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you expect to talk to a bear about.
No, just
The bear's
about
just happy to
life,
eat.
about what
Yeah.
happened to him before he was captured.
The bear having an existentialist conversation with a bear.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So you take a peek out of the stables, and you see Arya leading a resurrected and disoriented-looking Pan to the end. So, Pan. So now you know Pan is back. He's just, like I said, he's disoriented and discombobulated after being resurrected.
Oh, good. You're back. Great.
He says, "Oh, good. You're still here.
Yeah.
That's great."
Yep. We're all alive in one piece, and apparently you'll have to pay for the resurrection fee, since none of us have the amount of money.
Yeah.
You,
He
so-
says it.
Yep.
Yeah, he simply said, "Yeah, it's more of a line of credit than actual money."
Yeah.
And he says, I can't speak. He says, "Yeah, I'm gonna just go lie down for a little bit."
Sure, sure.
I think we could all lie down for a bit
Yep.
after everything that happened.
Totally.
Yeah. So you can get an extended rest if you like.
Sweet. Going back to the inn, get some food, eat, lie down, and rest. That's what Cyrus will do, anyway.
All right.
Full rest.
Just to bring ourselves here.
All right. Yeah. He's gonna need a couple of days of rest
Mm-hmm.
before he's back up to fighting strength.
What lesser restoration can help in that?
No.
Oh,
He-
okay.
The only thing that'll help is a couple of full nights of sleep. Yeah. When Arya mentions that there's a price to life and that she didn't think it was literal, Pan replies, "If you're curious what the price of life is,
Uh-oh.
what the price of any life is, House Jurassico probably has a price sheet you can look at.
Yeah.
He doesn't laugh. He's being very serious.
Oh,
He can tell you they have the going rates for healing a soldier on the battlefield, to raising the dead, to curing disease. Anything you could think of, they have a rate for. They can tell you what the rate is.
They have a price for it. That's all.
Yes. They are. That makes House Jurassico probably one of the most hated houses. The fact that they charge money for their gifts. I mean, they're generous when it comes to like the payment plans, in that they don't charge interest. But if you can't afford if you can't even afford their basic payment plans, they will refuse to heal you. So for most people, it's a choice. Do we want to owe the church, or do we want to owe the halflings? All right, so one extended rest later, you wake up and it is a cold and cloudy day out.
All right. Well,
So
we did
you are
handle the cultists.
Yeah, you are now discovering while Arya discovers the joy of cooked food, what are the rest of you gonna do? So what are the rest of you gonna do?
Sitting by the fireplace, actually. Just like feeling the warmth of the fire. Just like, oof.
You said it's cloudy, right?
Yeah, it's cloudy.
Do they look like rain clouds or just overcast?
Snow, probably. It's midwinter.
Nice.
So,
feel the warmth
I wonder
of the
if
fireplace.
we have any cloaks or anything.
Nice.
Yeah, it's people who are going out are bundling up. Well, the bear is fine. The stables are quite warm.
Nice.
Halflings of House Galanda know how to take care of their animals.
So, guys, what's the plan?
Yeah, Pan is going to say, well, we know where there are at least 3 cultists. We know where there's 3 cult headquarters. So, might I suggest cutting the heads off of the snake?
So, your plan of attack is attack?
He's going to say, no, my plan of attack is assassination. We don't attack if we can't help it.
Sneaky attack. Okay. How do we plan on getting into the sneaky part? I mean, I don't want to knock on the enemy's door again, if not necessary.
He says, well, they sleep, don't they? They probably sleep, so depends. Do you want to kick in the door and attack them head on, or do you want to climb into their homes in the coldest part of the night?
Well, I do have spells that could mitigate a little bit of the cold, but we still have to do the climbing part. By the way, does any of you have any gears for climbing or tricks up your sleeve you can fly in?
Pan just shrugs and says, I have my hands and feet. Maybe our druid can turn into a bird.
I look at Arya. Well, can you? We never actually discussed that option, so... Arya is typing! It's typing rapidly!
He can't keep up.
What about you, Kat?
Yeah.
Can
What do you think?
Climbing? Any tricks you can do that, infiltrate stronghold?
I grew up in a forest. I don't know what kind of tricks you think I have up my sleeve.
Well, if you
Maybe
grow up in the
Pan
forest,
is-
ame you can climb really fast. I don't know.
Yeah, Pan is going to
No.
just sarcastically mention tree climbing.
Same.
We didn't climb trees, we chopped them down.
Okay, so brute force. Not on the table.
Enzo's character's name.
Not on the table.
Yeah.
What's your character's name again?
I'm sorry?
What's your character's name again, Isla?
Name?
Catalan.
Catalan?
Okay.
Yeah, should be on the
Yeah.
the initiative counter. It's still up.
I just see Bear.
Bear?
Oh,
Yes,
right.
right under bear.
name is
No,
Bear.
there's only
There's
bear
only
for
bear.
players to see now, since we're.
Okay, I
Yeah,
will remove
it's fine.
bear. There you go.
Then there's nothing left. Yeah, the turn order probably disappeared after the battle or something.
Yeah. All
There
right.
you
It's
go.
fine. Okay.
All right. Thank. Should read that.
Not yet. Okay.
Get to know how we fight a little better. I don't know that. I think.
Dying is
Alright.
really, really bad.
Yes. Dying is hard. Comedy is easy. Dying is hard.
Well, here's what we know. Like Cyrus will take out his note. It's like, and literally player reading the note. So we fought 3 different cultists now. And well, not fought per se. We fought 2, and we encountered all 4. And we definitely know what they want.
Let's prepare the next wicked.
We definitely know that they don't like each other. We just need a plan to take them out one by one. And this is part of the reason why we're here. At least for some of you. My job is to just find those who attack the caravan and just, deal with them. So
Yeah.
personally, I only need to deal with 1 cult, but I'm not confident in taking them on by myself, so
Yeah.
Even with all 4 of us, we're outmanned and
Pan is going to look at you, Sirius, and he's going to say, "My employers have authorized me to hire more help. So if you're willing to keep working for a paycheck, I am
course.
more than happy to retain your services to help settle this threat."
of course. Let's talk payment. How much is your employee willing to pay for
My
this?
employer, he's gonna say, he says, "I don't know how much. Probably the bare minimum, knowing them." He says, he shakes his head and says, they're big on, they'll want to negotiate with you once all is said and done. But yeah, they'll be willing to pay though.
If I'm not... No, just kidding. Well, I'm willing to negotiate.
He says, "Well, I'm sure they are willing to negotiate too."
Yeah. So, like I said, what's our plan of action? Not even attack, plan of action.
well,
We
getting
could
paid is
infiltrate
all well
at the
and
night, but if we're ill-equipped, maybe we need equipment. If we are needing more manpower, maybe we should hire some help.
I was going to say, even getting paid is all well and good, but we're going to need more than just the 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what area was typically hinting at or saying with more like about a character? I'm saying like it kind of feels like we are trying to like rush in a sense. We're gonna deal with the problem like right then and now, and it feels like we're a little bit overwhelmed. So she wanted to like see like local help of like, hey, like if there's something we can kind of do to kind of like rack up the experience so we can get a bit stronger, and they kind of know more about like the local area. But it's like entire week of like hitting like the ground and like trying to figure out like what to do kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The
Otherwise,
thing
it's
about
like,
that
oh, like
is we didn't know how long. Well, for actually, in all four of us, you are probably the one that should feel urgent about this the most.
Yeah.
Because you are tasked here to, well, deal with the cultists directly, or the disturbance of nature, or whatever you say. But the thing is, we don't know what their plan. We don't know how long their plan will take before those tragical apocalyptic ending will come. So if we wait any longer, maybe the disturbance will be too severe. I don't know Druid, I don't know nature, but for me it's like I just need to find out who destroyed the caravan, take care of them, report, that's it.
Yeah.
okay.
Regardless of the timing, I think we're going to need to bring in outside help if we're going to deal with this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they could visit. You could visit Rihanna and ask her for some druidic advice and like what we can do next. But otherwise, like either we do like a sneaking mission to deal with the head of which cult, like the fire cult, or which ones do you guys want to like deal with?
For Cyrus, it's definitely the stone. Well, stone and wind cultist first. Probably the stone cultist first, because then he'll finish up his job. That's why he came here. So
Catalin is going to be right out if it comes down to sneaking in and assassinating, because she's just not going to work for that.
yeah, it's not her style.
Too big, too heavily armored.
Yeah.
Chainmail is not quiet.
No.
No, sir.
So how do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Mm,
Our options right now is pretty open-ended. We can attack multiple ways. Just finding out like which ones will work at the end of the day.
Let's look around the cavern, like in the tavern. Sorry. So, is there any? Like we did find a post about hiring people, right? Before, I vaguely recall that.
Yeah, it's been taken. It's been taken down since.
Ah, shit. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, we can all go to each of our stores, like the contacts you have in the city, and ask them if they have any more hired help we can, hire, or they can send out to help us.
I think we would also want to talk to any of the houses here that have, their own militaries, because they have a vested interest in not letting this get out of control.
Well, there is. Well, most houses aren't going to use their own private soldiers to help you out. They keep their soldiers to deal with their stuff.
Yeah.
They have just enough to keep their stuff guarded. However, there are two houses that specialize in mercenaries. The first is House Deneth.
Mm-hmm.
It is the largest standing army in Eberron.
Mm-hmm.
However, that army is broken up and spread across the continent of Corvair, as it hired out to every single side during the last war.
Mm-hmm.
The other is House Thrash, which specializes typically in bounty hunting, but it also offers more monstrous mercenaries.
Yeah. The thing is, what do we have to offer them besides our words?
Money and loot. And it's gonna just offer that. I'm just gonna say, just like help them loot. We can offer them loot. If they're monsters from House Thrash, and we show them how to breach, say, some castle or something like that, like the Earth Cultist's home, they might consider that experience valuable.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Let's go with Thrask, because I vaguely recall they seem to be good at finding stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking
Let's-
of finding
Let's
stuff,
call for their help. Then.
it might be a good idea to find where the water cultists are too.
Oh, they said something about the river. Hold on.
Yeah, there's a river.
The riverside, river guard keep. Is that the correct word? River guard keep.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
I'll edit it in my, because I put in a question mark. I wasn't sure if I heard it correctly. It is the river guard keep. Sweet.
In that case,
I guess I gotta find it first. Well, I mean, there is the one river you can just follow until you find it, and like,
Well, that's just the name. I don't know if that's the correct location. So because
so-
I only heard the guy Roka just said that, but I'm not sure if that name is just a front, it's just a name, or is it actually connect with the location of the keep.
well, I'll go around town and ask people about it. Chances are, if it's in the local region, people probably have at least a rough idea of where it is.
Okay. So 2 tasks. We go out and find House Thrask and ask for their help in exchange for loot and stuff, and finding other people to ask about Riverguard Keep. Sounds
this
cool.
is like a nice list. Yeah, like first, like ask around town since we're here anyways about River Guard Keep and where that might be.
Yeah.
Like we have a map to like pinpoint and stuff like that, and then ask the house to be like, hey, we know where some Earth cultists are. They're like held within a castle. We don't. I mean, Ariadne's not gonna particularly care about like what's inside and stuff like that in terms of loot, but like maybe like a nice split between like what we find and what they find in there, something like that too. Like if they can help us like kind of match the numbers in a way, or at least like reinforce our numbers essentially. So I like that idea. Like, yeah.
All right, let's go.
And I gotta try to find. I'll spell them out.
Trying to think of what spells prep for the day.
I don't need to prepare anything. Sweet. All right, asking around.
House Thrash.
Thrask. Okay.
Okay.
House Thrash. So they're
I'll
good
prepare
at
my
finding.
spell stab.
Yeah.
Nice.
The spell, the stab spell.
And well, not just finding like they work as bounty hunters. They also can use it to hunt. They use it to help miners find dragon shards. Dragon shards, I think is what they're called. Basically, if they help you, they use their magic to help find things.
Good at
Okay.
finding stuff. Sweet.
Yeah, dragon shards. That's what they're called.
Dragon shards. Oh, I recall
Yes.
that. Nice.
Yeah. There are 3 major types of dragon shards that are used to power Eberron's technology. The most common kind are Eberron dragon shards. Where they exist, they're like this. They're like more like a nice rich orange or red color. The next is the Siberis dragon shards, which are a bright whitish blue color, are very rare. They typically fall from the sky.
Ooh.
Because you may not know this, but because you don't go out at night, but Eberron, the world of Eberron is surrounded by a ring of Siberis dragon shards. It's called the Ring of Siberis.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
And every so often, those little shards fall into the atmosphere and hit the ground.
Nice.
And if you did, and the third kind are called Kyber dragon shards, which are a purple-black color.
Ooh,
You have
Kyber
to dig deep. You have to dig deep to find them, and these are not like the Kyber crystals from Star Wars. The Kyber dragon shards are frequently cursed and evil, and they're considered evil.
So it's the crystal for Sith. No, just kidding.
It's the crystal for Sith if the crystal, actively works to corrupt you.
Yes.
And turn you to the worship of the dragon below.
All right.
Troubling.
Let's look around.
But Kyber dragon shards, if you're willing to take that risk, Kyber dragon shards are very powerful.
Ooh. All right.
Well, calling it now. Sirius gets corrupted by a Kyber dragon shard.
He doesn't need corruption. He's corrupted enough.
Yeah, he's gonna come at you. He's gonna have like armor studded with the things. He's gonna join me. The dragon below demands it. Say, we're not gonna join you. Oh, that's fine. I'll just cut off your hand and stitch it onto myself. You will be part of me forever.
I'm your father. Now, let's look around. I mean, since Cyrus knows House Candace's location, they would know where to find other houses, right? Because they sell stuff, so...
Yeah.
All right.
That was the rush, because especially out here in Zandrar, they have a mining guild. They have miners out here. They go out and quarry things. They have a quarry, so House Thorask is more than willing to have a couple of guys around to help them out.
All right, let's go find them. I mean, we did.
You find them.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
You find them.
All right. I will go and talk to them, I guess.
Let me see. Hang on. Let me see if I can find their sign here. Here it is. Here it is.
In the meantime, Catalan's going to split the party.
All right. So first, this is what House Thorask signs look like.
What were you gonna do, Catalan?
Split the party.
Asking around.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you go off to go asking around. All right. What are you gonna ask around about, Catalan?
I'm going to ask you if anyone knows where Riverguard Keep is and maybe some of the history around it.
Yeah, let me actually remove the black thing that Robin put because that I think is in the way.
All right. Ooh, that was really close. Closer than I expected. Huh.
All right. No. I'll leave that there. It's not in the way. Catalan, I need you to make a persuasion check to try to get people to talk.
Could I use a help action to give her advantage? I was gonna go with. Yeah, she was gonna go with her. Yeah.
Okay, then yes, you will have advantage.
Okay. Persuasion.
Yeah.
With advantage.
4.
Can I just take 20 on it?
No. You know that it's somewhere in the river, near the river. You just don't know where. And you also learned that it was a fort built during the last war. It was a fort built during the last war. It was built to help guard the river against incursions coming up or down the river.
Okay. Can I keep asking around to try again?
Sure. But while you ask, we're going to cut over to Cirrus, who has found himself outside of House Thorask's Zandrar office.
Hello there.
Yeah, House of Simon will be back. Yeah, you go inside. It looks almost like an assayer's office. It's got samples of rock from around the area, from the region, on shelves that are on display. At the front desk is a half-orc dressed impeccably who is using a magnifying glass to examine a rock very carefully. Standing in front of the desk, holding a hat in his grimy hands, is a dirty-looking human who clearly has just dug this up and has brought it back to get to have the worth assessed.
Mm-hmm.
The half-orc examines the rock for a few minutes, and then he then just sets it down delicately and pulls out a hammer and chisel, and then just gives it digs a little knock into the rock with the chisel, then sets the chisel into the rock and then into the knock, and then gives it a few hits with the hammer. The rock splits open, and there's something gleaming inside. You don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Can I take a look?
Yeah, you'll have to peek around the man. He's standing in your way. The grimy man is standing in your way.
I'll do it.
All right, you do it. Looks like actually, it looks like almost like diamonds, like tiny diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
And the half orc points down and says, "Yep, that's the real value right there. You got yourself a couple of diamonds there, kiddo." The grimy man just like, "Well, how much do you think they're worth?" He says, "Well, hang on, I will get some scales. We'll try to find that out."
Mm-hmm.
So as he's weighing it, he looks at you seriously and says, "Yeah, give me a few minutes."
Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead.
All right. So he weighs, the half-orc weighs out the diamonds.
Cyrus will lean against the wall while they're doing this and watch what they're doing.
Yeah. He just weighs it out, pulls out a price sheet, checks the prices, then he takes the diamonds and then indicates for the man to wait, goes into a back room, and he comes out a moment later with a bag of gold, and with a bag of gold coins that he gives the man, tells him it's a pleasure doing business with him, and sends the happy man on his way. Then he looks at you and he says, "So what can I do for you, sir?"
Oh, hello there. My name is Cyrus, and I'm here to enlist House Thrask's help. We found out that there are a bunch of cultists outside of the town, and they are planning on bringing destruction upon the world, blah blah blah. You know, same old.
That's always the way.
Yep, that's always the way. Unfortunately, they are in my way. I have a mission to, take care of them. But our group is too short in manpower, so we're here to asking for aid.
Yeah, the half-orc says, "If you want military help, how's Denethis down the street?"
I know, but I heard you guys are the best in finding stuff. So, usually cultists, they'll keep some valuable items inside, and while we take care of them, we would also want to profit from it. So, if you are willing to lend us a few of your members, we can split the profit 50-50.
The half-orc is just going to hold up a finger to stop you. He's going to look around the office very carefully. And he's going to walk over to the windows, look outside, and just make sure, just look outside suspiciously. Then he turns the sign in the door window to closed, shuts the curtains, and then gestures for you to follow him.
All right, I follow.
He leads you into the back room. He leads you into a back room past the safe that he clearly got the gold out of that he gave to the miner.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "You don't want to be talking to me. You want to be talking with Ed."
With it?
No, Ed.
Oh, Ed. Sorry. Okay. I was like,
dehumanize him.
Hang on. Let me go let Ed know that he's gonna have some business.
All right.
So he opens the door. He leads you to the back room door. He opens the back room, slips in, and then shuts the door behind him.
Mm-hmm.
A few seconds later, he comes out and he says, "Ed will see you now."
All right.
And he opens the door and stands aside for you to go in.
I'll walk in.
Yep. In the back room is it's dark. It's mostly dark, except for a few candles on a low fire burning in the fireplace.
It doesn't hinder my sight, so I'll just
Yeah,
look around.
it's basically like a speakeasy, you know.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Except for the more monstrous inhabitants of Eberron.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So there's orcs, there's goblins, kobolds, a couple gnolls. And as you go in, the half orc who let you in says, "It's the guy behind the counter."
All right. I look over. What do I see?
You see probably the biggest orc you've ever seen standing behind the counter.
He's the word orc.
That looks promising.
Yeah, like he gives the word orc a workout.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. That's what my thoughts exactly.
A workout. Nice. Oh, the sound effect is so perfect.
Yeah.
So on
So yeah, the door is shut, and you are now in the room with the monsters, all of whom just look up from their drinks and their quiet conversations to just stare at you, Mr. Half Elf.
Roll for initiative.
Actually, I'm not
initiative.
a half elf, but well,
I'm sorry,
if
what
they,
are you?
they don't know.
What are you?
They don't know.
No, your species. You're not a monster. What is your species,
I'm
Robin?
an Asmar.
You're an Asmar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, they look at you, the strange figure, the strange not a monster that entered, and they just stare at you rudely.
I ignore all of them and walk straight toward my target.
All right, so yeah, so you walk up to Ed, who is polishing glasses who's polishing not glass, sorry, a wooden mug. He's cleaning it. He's cleaning a wooden mug behind the counter. He looks up at you with his beady white eyes, and he just looks expectantly at you. Doesn't say anything.
I've heard that you're the one in charge. Ed,
He nods.
is it? All right. I have a job for your people to enlist your help.
He
To be
nods.
precise. Like what I said to the half orc before, there are a bunch of cultists outside the town, and I could use some of your men to help us to eliminate them, in the process profit from it. So, what do you say?
He is going to point to a table.
All right, I look at the table.
Yeah, they're on that table. There's a couple of sullen-looking hobgoblins that are eating.
Okay.
Oh.
How many?
Easily a dozen.
Okay. So they are
And,
the one I need to talk to? Okay.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. When they look up, they look up at you, and one of them just growls, "You better keep moving there, kid. We don't take kindly to your kind around here."
You don't know what my kind is.
Are you a hobgoblin?
Nope.
Then we don't take kindly to you.
Do you not take kindly to payment?
They look at each other, and then the leader says, "That depends on the amount and quality of the payment."
I don't know. Rumor has
The amount
it.
of kindness we take to a non-hobgoblin is proportional to the amount and quality of the payment that person has.
I don't know. How does cultist treasure sounds to you?
He says, "That sounds like too much work."
Okay. Too much
And
work
they just-
even for the mighty hobgoblins? Huh. I guess your reputation does exceed.
Make
your
an intimidate
ability.
check.
Okay. Intimidation, blah blah blah. It's a 7.
Yeah, he's not impressed with you.
I shrug. Alright. Looks like the mighty hobgoblin doesn't want any treasure. Fine. I'll walk towards the...
Looks like the smooth skin is too weak to do his own work.
Well, at least I'm admitting it. I'm short of manpower. I'm not afraid to ask for people's help, unlike mighty hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins don't need people's help.
Then what are your dozen members here for? If you're so powerful, why not just do it by yourself? I guess you're still too weak to face it. Anyway, bye. And I'll walk towards Eden. Sorry. And
So to Ed.
Yeah, to Ed.
Ed just looks up at you.
Anyone
Ed
else
looks at
you
you.
recommended?
Ed thinks for a moment. Then he's
Well,
gonna
minus a
point
few
to it.
egoistic, minus some maniacs.
He's gonna point to a table that has a tittering old person at it.
Alright. I'll walk towards the old person. What does it look like?
She is a
Oh, it's a
hag.
she. Oh, sorry. Okay.
She has blue-white skin with black hands, like a person who froze to death and suffered from frostbite.
Mm-hmm.
She has bruise-colored flesh around her eyes,
Alright.
twisted white teeth,
Hello, lady?
and she is thin and bony, like she survived the winter by eating bark and boot leather.
Mm-hmm.
I trust her.
Yeah.
She looks at you and she says, "Oh, hello there, dearie. What can I do for you?"
More like, what can we mutually profit from? How does cultist treasure sounds to you?
She just says, that depends. What manner of treasure are you offering?"
Well, depends what they have in the lair. And I would expect
So
that...
you're offering me something that you don't know what you're offering me, and you don't even have it.
I can offer you 50-50 if we find it. At least I'm being honest.
What is your arcane focus, Grim? Cirrus?
Charisma.
I mean, what tool do you use? Like, what implement do you have?
Oh, I don't need that. Because I'm a hexblade, I can just focus on stuff.
You cast through your sword?
Yeah.
Alright, so she's gonna say, "Well, if we're gonna... I'd require a little bit of a down payment. And that fancy sword of yours, I'd like that, please."
Oh, you mean this dagger? Sure. Take it.
Yes. Thank you, yes.
It's a normal dagger. It doesn't have any
Yeah, she's-
power on it.
Yeah, I know, she's looking at it, she's like, yes. Yes. Okay, when do we start?
We start from here and getting towards the Earth cultist lair.
Alright, what are you waiting for then? Come on, let's go.
Alright, let's go. And I shift my arcane power to another dagger.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so when you get up, Ed is just simply going to point to another door.
Alright. We walk through another door.
Alright, the other door leads you out. It's basically a back exit,
Mm-hmm.
so where the monsters can come in without offending the delicate sensibilities of everyone on the main street.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Yeah. So
I have a few people with me, so we can go find them and then get our move on.
ooh, excellent.
Alright.
Alright, meanwhile, Catalan, I would like you to make another persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Persuasion. With advantage.
It's a 7.
Come on.
No.
Equally
I
such.
feel
Dice are
your
cruel.
pain, man. I feel your pain.
The dice are cruel. Alright. So, yeah, you ask around, nobody really has anything. And then you hear people you see people running down the street. Like, running down the street and screaming. And one of them says, "Run for your lives, girls! It's a bear!"
It's a what?
It's a bear.
Oh. Okay. Ow.
Okay, I'll walk down the street to where the people are running away from then.
Alright, so you walk down the street and you see your bear friend surrounded by a dozen guards pointing spears at it.
I'll brush through the guards.
Yeah, it apparently broke out of the stables and is looking for you.
Oh.
Because it looks pretty confused as to what the guards are doing. Behind the line of guards is a constable is an officer who's speaking through a megaphone and just saying, "Calm down. We do not speak bear."
Okay, I'm just going to brush the guards aside and walk up to the bear and pat it.
Yeah, the bear seems happy to see you. And then the guard with the megaphone is going to say, "You there, is that your bear?"
Yes, it is my bear, and I'm not deaf.
Okay, alright, good, that's good, you're not deaf. Okay, 50 gold piece fine for not keeping your bear leashed and curbed. He's just going to write you the fine and hand it to you. It says, "You have 30 days to pay that fine. Otherwise, your pet license will be revoked and your bear will be required to spend its nights outside of the city."
What?
He's going to point over. He's going to point to a little further down the street. You see an enormous pile of bear shit. So, yeah, it says, he's going to say, "Also, you are, as part of your punishment, you are required to keep your bear licensed every time." Not licensed, sorry, leashed. I can't speak today. He's going to be leashed every time you take him out of the stables.
Okay.
And he's going to say, "Yeah, here's some rope for you. You can do that." And he gathers up his men and marches them off.
Well, that's, what a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. I believe you mean bear shit.
Yeah. I was gonna go for that.
And yes, that is a bunch of bear shit.
Is the bear shit in the woods? No, in town.
No, he goes to town to do it. So,
Oh god.
yeah. There's a couple of workers who are just coming up. They're looking at the bear shit that they have to clean up. They're like, "Ah, great." So, as you guys get your bear leashed up and happily following you, Cirrus comes up, leading an ugly-looking old woman who looks like she froze to death.
Probably be in hoods. In case.
Yeah, she's wearing like a hood and everything, and she's hunched and she's leaning on a staff, and she's looking at one of Sirius's daggers. She's just gleefully looking at it with this hideous grin on her face. Area, you recognize the creature that Sirius is with as a beer hag.
Beer hag?
No, not beer hag. Bure. Like the I'll spell it for you. I'm just making up the pronunciation.
Alright.
Oh.
That's the spelling.
Oh.
Area, you know that these kinds of hags, the staff that they have is a special staff that only works for them. They can ride it like a flying broom, and they can use it to augment their magical powers. They like all hags, they are pure evil. and they like watching people do selfish actions justified by the winter cold, such as murdering someone for their coats, chopping down a dryad's grove for firewood, and so on. And they especially like it when the actions aren't necessary, such as, say, if you were to hoard food, more food than you could possibly eat while everybody else starves.
Did you say evil?
Yeah, very evil.
Ah.
Still, hags are very good. Hags are typically have powerful magic to back them up, so they can be unpredictable. They can be allies. They can be interesting allies if you're able to control them. Yeah.
Cat is just going to kind of pinch her nose as it gets closer.
Yeah.
The stench of evil.
Yes.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah. So she's gonna. The hag
She's
is
a
gonna look
paladin.
down at. Yeah. The hag is gonna look down at Arya and just gonna say, "Ooh, and what have we here, my pretty?"
Well, a couple of friends.
You keep pretty company. Can I have a lock of your hair, please?
I already given them my already give you my dagger, and
Well, not you. You're not interesting. These, I'd like the little love hair, please.
probably not the best idea. Well, that's the only choice they have. Another is a bunch of hobgoblins.
Yeah, there are other
And-
monsters in there.
Yeah. Who are way too egoistic to help. So yeah. That's the best we can find.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. I respond to
that's something up here.
Arias. Yeah. Question?
Yeah.
It's like fighting fire with fire. Or in this case, with coldness in our heart.
Yeah, she's just gonna say, "Oh, don't worry, my dear. We are going to have so much fun together."
Cat just grimaces at that.
Yeah, especially since she's using the dagger to clean it under her blackened fingernails, and she's like saying, "Fun, so much fun." Yes, I'll take some of their stuff. Yes, and oh, you don't need to kick them out into the cold. I'll be more than happy to freeze them in their very beds.
Alright, then it's settled then. Let's go.
When do we start?
Yeah. Let's go to the... Well, lady, your ability probably relates to cold, right?
Of course it does.
Alright. So, guys, should we fight the fire cultist first, or the earth cultist?
Yeah. What does Arya have to say for this?
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, maybe Cirrus could go talk to the hobgoblins.
Yeah, Area, you sure you want to talk to them? I mean, you could, but they're a bunch of assholes. Let's face it. Sure, let's go. I'll
Yeah, you
lead
just
her.
point me at it, dearie. I don't need you to help me out. Just point me to where they are, dear. I'll handle them.
Yeah.
I'll handle your cultist problem.
All right. You know what? I'll leave my friends to do her thing first, and then we'll meet up. All right. I'll let.
You're not gonna point her in the direction of the cultists?
I am gonna point her.
Send her to the fire cultist.
Yeah.
Give her a copy of the map. Like, you're over here. Go take care of them. We'll see you later.
Yeah. It's like,
Just
they're right
take
over
them.
here. Go kill them. So you're just gonna point out where she needs to go?
Yeah. Why not?
All right. Yeah. She's just gonna nod, sit on her staff, and then fly off on her staff, giggling all the while.
All right. That's it.
Yeah.
I feel like we've just done something horrible.
You probably have.
Well, that's all the help we can get. So
Alright.
I can complain with the results, if there's any. So I'll lead Arya to the doorstep again. I was like, go ahead. Work your charm.
Maybe Catalin will go with her this time.
Alright.
Why not? I'll wait outside.
Cyrus can watch the bear.
Yeah, I would
Alright.
very much like to talk to the bear.
And this time, he can get the fine.
Yes.
Cyrus doesn't know anything
Alright.
about the fine because you never tells him. So it's-
Exactly.
Yeah, you never tell him.
Yeah. Alright, you go in. It's got a low roof. It's got a relatively low ceiling compared to the other buildings.
Oh, lovely.
It's
Back
dark.
problems.
It's dark. It's full of. It's dark. It smells strongly of smoke and stinks of monster. And inside you can see some more monstrous clientele eating and drinking, and just quietly talking among themselves. Behind the counter is the single largest orc you've ever seen.
Actually, important question. How many of the monsters here are evil?
It depends on your definition of evil. This is Eberron. Well, first, this is Eberron, so like you can't just look at a goblin and say, "Oh, the goblin is evil," because this is an Eberron. Traditional alignment can be subverted or
Race is
changed.
not defined by
Yeah.
alignments, so
Yeah.
Yes, but I mean,
except for
just
hags. Hags are evil. Hags are always evil. But no,
That's
like, you can have a lawful good. You can have a lawful good red dragon and a chaotic evil gold dragon, for example.
okay. But what I'm just asking is, like, are there a bunch of evil creatures here, regardless of their race? Because I'm going to have an effect on Cat if there is.
Yeah, they're probably more neutral, to be honest.
Oh, okay. In that case, Cat looks visibly relaxed after getting away from, the hag.
Yeah, from the hag who likes to freeze people to death. So, what do you do?
I assume doing something.
Small is taking the lead.
Alright. What is your small girl gonna do? So she's gonna walk up to the orc and say, yes, and the orcs are gonna look down at her and then just nod.
There you go.
If you're a few strong fellas. What do we want to do? We're here. What we want to do to help you in pointing. Yeah, he thinks for a moment and then he nods.
Tappity tap. Tappity tappity tap.
What do you want to do?
I'm stepping up.
Yeah, she does not know what she wants.
Yeah, can I get a boneless pizza?
Alright, see, can I get a boneless pizza? You get a face pizza, sans bones.
Okay, they'll put the bone out of your face. Alright, so tapping it up, you just give me a moment here.
Castle, a very big castle. What is a castle cat? It's very big wasteland and very bad people cause trouble for a lot of people. So they probably have a lot of treasure. We don't need all of it. So half can go to the people who help us.
Cash is gonna correct her by saying it's a cathedral, or not a cathedral, a monastery, not a castle.
Alright, yeah. He's gonna nod. The huge orc Ed, he's gonna nod. He's gonna think for a moment. He's gonna think for a while. He's gonna just direct you to have a seat while he thinks. Because I just need to make a few notes.
There we go.
Alright, yeah. The seat is hard and it's vaguely greasy.
Hmm.
Hang on.
Arya is waiting patiently, and Kat is testing the weight capacity of their chairs.
Yeah, they can hold you easily. Alright, so so when I want actually you guys, Sai and Isla, I want you to describe to me what exactly are you looking for in your new monster minions.
Let's see, like out of character, I would say frontliners actually, like, and more in the sense that maybe they can deal with more than one person at a time, possibly, like, I guess maybe in numbers, because if there's a lot of cultists there, like, we need someone to kind of, like, at least go in there, like, at the vanguard and cause enough of a ruckus to, like, keep them busy while, well, the plan is if the plan is to attack the cultists, what are really, like, the plan is to go in there and attack, but what's our goal during that attack is, I guess, the question to ask, like, the group itself, maybe, like, if we do go attack the Earth cultists, guys, like, what is it that we want to get out of it? Do we just want to kind of, like, wipe out that monastery, or are we looking for something specific from them?
Just speaking for Cyrus, like, he wants to wipe out the monastery and bring results to his employer, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, I think that wiping out the cultists there is really our only option, because anything less would be just kicking the can down the road.
Right. So yes,
All
yeah.
right.
So
So in that case, Ed is going to point to a dark corner that there's really no light. That there's no light or anything in there.
ooh, vampires.
Yeah, well, it smells vaguely of sulfur
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Of sulfur.
from that corner. Yeah, sulfur.
Alright, so let me tip this up here.
All right. In that corner is actually a human woman who's just balancing a knife on her fingertip. And she just looks at you, smiles, and says, "Oh, hello there. What can I do for you?"
This is disconcertingly normal. Can I,
Oh, you're disconcerted. Yeah, she
Can I
says, "Oh,
use
you're right to
divine
be
sense here?
disconcerted." Yeah, go ahead. Use divine sense.
Okay.
But what do you sense? You sense fiends, celestials, and undead.
Well, you can sense both,
Yes.
like everyone, like whether they're each, you don't have to like separate sensing. You can just sense if they're there. So
It says, until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any
yeah,
celestial, fiend, or undead within
or
60 feet
that's
that's not behind total
that's the
cover.
point. Yeah.
All right, you do not sense any of that in this room.
All right.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Pyromaniac.
Okay.
That's even worse because then
Yeah.
she might be fire cultist, for all you know.
Yeah. She says, "So, what can I do for you?"
How do I put up a response there? Unless that's a response to what she said just now.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's the other way around. So you can help us. Would you mind listening to what she said? All right. She flips the dagger. She actually doesn't flip the dagger. She puts it and just starts rolling it across her hand, or rolling it across and around her hands. And she says, "All right. What do you have to say?"
Alright, let me tap this up here real quick.
Meanwhile, in the background, that's just racking your brain trying to figure out what this woman's deal is, because
Yeah.
it seems awfully unlikely that she's a normal human in this place.
Yeah. So the woman is going to say, "Yeah, I suppose you're wondering though what I'm doing here. You wonder what's a normal human doing here. The fact is, I'm not a normal human. In fact, I'm not even alive technically. I mean, I guess I am alive. It's just it's a little hard to explain here. But I'll show you." The woman gets up, moves her chair, and then opens. Then right under her chair, there's a trapdoor that she opens up.
A trap door?
Yep, and then she hops down.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She says, "Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. Like, the real me won't hurt you." Alright, so you hop in, and you guys can see in the dark, right?
I think I
can't.
can.
Yeah, Elf, I know what area can. I'm just asking if Cat can.
Nope. Cat's blind.
Alright.
I have dark vision. Look at that. Yay.
Alright. Well, area, you can see in the dark. And this is what you see down there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So you're gonna say, "So, I think we can. I think I can help you with your little problem, with your little cultist problem. What do you think?"
I think I can't see a damn thing.
You don't need to. When you look in there, the thing is glowing. The red blob is glowing faintly. So you can see that.
Oh.
Just looks disturbing. It looks really creepy. And the woman says, "Yeah, as long as it doesn't have anything to do with fire, I think I should do just fine. I think I should do just fine. So, yeah, I think I can handle your little cultist, and I don't think I really need that much. I don't think I'm really going to be getting that much out of it. So, I don't really want that much out of it. So, what do you think, eh? You think I'm good enough for you?" You ask what's your name. She thinks for a moment. She says, "Well, my name was Maria, but I guess I'm not really alive now, am I?" What happens is the woman then just melts. Her clothes, even her dagger melts into red slime that slithers back up. You see, it's actually attached by a very thin tendril to the main bulk of the slime. So it melts. She melts the slime, and then rejoin. The slime is pulled back, and it rejoins with the hole.
Well, hot thing.
Yeah. So, and then the slime bulges for a moment, and the woman just walks out of it again. She says, "So, what do you think? Am I good enough for you? Or would you rather negotiate with the hobgoblins? As for my name, you can just call me Maria."
Okay. This is getting interesting.
Yeah.
I guess Cataline can now say she's seen something that she could never see at home.
That's true.
What a time to be alive.
All right. So you come up as Area reports back to Cat. The bulk of the ooze reabsorbs Maria and then just begins to immediately try to heave itself out of the pit. When it tries that, Ed just simply wraps his knuckles on the countertop and shakes his head.
I'm sorry, what is he trying to do?
Yeah, the ooze just stops when he shakes his head and then just slides back into the pit.
Oh.
So he's like, "Yeah, if you hear her call out from the pit and say, 'Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot that if I come out, there's going to be a big panic in the streets. So I'm just I'll meet you outside. There's another way out from under here that I can get through. Being a news does have its benefits. See you in a couple of hours or so. Very slow.'" Yeah, Amorphous. Yep, she can squeeze through an opening as narrow as 1 inch. Yeah,
Nice.
she says, "Yeah, I'll meet you at the front gate, eh?"
Okay. Nice.
All right. But just a warning, it's going to take me a little while. I'm very slow.
Well, the situation makes for some very strange bedfellows.
Yeah, that's great.
All right. So you're going to go back out and report to Cirrus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. You have a couple of hours to get. You go out and report to Cirrus, and now Cirrus knows exactly what our naive little druid has recruited.
While Cyrus was waiting outside, bored, but, well, to help with the boredom, he constantly talked to the bear, pet the bear, tried to, Just have a nice conversation with the bear.
The bear hugs you.
Nice, I hug it back.
Well, I say hug. Like, if a bear hug is enough to actually crush a human to death.
Luckily, I'm not a human.
Well, you're human-like. You're close enough to human that you might as well be. So when Arya and Kat come out, Sirius is on the verge of unconsciousness from being crushed by the bear. So he's affectionately hugging him.
Cyrus will, in his not-so-conscious state, hug it back. Nice.
Hey, gentle.
It's okay, it's just playing around.
It's just...
So, what did you guys found? Who, to be exact?
Something I couldn't find at home, that's for sure.
A slimy lady? Huh. Okay. Then, let's just go fight the cultist, then.
Apparently our new friend is going to meet us at the front gate.
Yeah, then let's go.
Alright. So we should wait at the gate. Alright, you go to the gate and you wait. And you wait. And you wait. About 2 hours after you reach the gate, Arya sees Maria step out from behind a tree for about 150 feet out, and then she just waves at you.
Hello.
And steps behind the tree again. So she's about 150 feet away from the gate.
So that's her? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, the weird thing you notice there is that she's not dressed for this weather. This is the middle of winter. It's cold out.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, when you so you're gonna go to meet her then?
Yeah. Why not?
Alrighty. The part you go to meet her.
Mm-hmm. I would just say
Alright,
hi.
so you're gonna meet her.
because-
Yeah, you said hi. You go to meet her and say hi. She's just leaning against the tree, twirling a dagger around. She's spinning it. She's balancing it by the cross piece on her finger, and she's spinning it around.
Alright.
Spinning it around on her finger, very, very cleverly.
Nice.
Like I said, she is not dressed for this weather, and she smells faintly of sulfur.
Alright. I will just say our location is right here, and I'll lay down the map. Our targets are Earth cultists, and our mission is to eliminate them.
Yeah, the woman, she looks at it, she nods and says, right, I'll be more than willing to help you out there. Just give the rest of me a moment to show up.
The
a few minutes.
rest of you?
It'll
You
take a
mean
while.
There's other team members are joining. Okay.
No, I mean the rest of me. I mean, this is only like a part of me. It's like my hand or something. The rest of me is, it's like your hand or something. The rest of me is on its way.
So, what exactly are you? I know this sounds rude, but
She points to where she came out of, underneath the tree. It's like this very tiny hole, about an inch wide, very small. You wouldn't have noticed if she hadn't pointed it out.
did you use
And you
magic
see
or something?
boiling. I'm sorry.
No, Cyrus was just asking, did you use magic to come
No,
out?
she says, maybe, because you could say that. And you see boiling out of the tiny 1-inch hole is red slime.
Okay.
As it keeps going, it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing.
Cyrus will take a step back.
Yeah.
Kind of weapons ready. It's like, okay.
Yeah. She says, yeah, sorry, this is going to take a little while.
Oh, So you're a slime.
Yeah.
That is quite interesting. I didn't know a slime can look like it can shapeshift
I'm very.
like a human. Interesting.
She says, I'm a very special kind of slime. I'm a slime called an oblex.
Oh shit. I know what that is.
Yeah, she says, I eat memories and people, but mostly memories. So anybody who's willing to let me eat memories they're okay in my book. Anyone who lets me eat memories is okay for me. Memories, they taste fine. I get memories of what things taste like, if that helps.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she said, I get memories of taste. I don't actually taste it. I don't. She shrugs, like just with a bashful smile on her face. Like, sorry, I don't have anything clearer than that.
Basically, you remember what taste tastes like when you eat someone else's memory. Understandable? Alright. Well,
All right.
wait, I guess.
Yeah, it takes about a minute for the rest of her body to pour itself out of the hole. And she says, well, I can't exactly constitute to my full size in front of the town, so let's just go for a walk to your earth cultists, eh?
Alright, let's go. I look at the others and message them like, okay, so the hag, you guys dislike it because it's evil, but now you bring an oblex. Well done.
Hey, I'm not the one who brought it.
She says, well, I'm not evil.
Oh, well, I'm just
hungry.
doing message. I'm doing message, so she wouldn't know. I only message my teammates.
Let me see, what does she know? What does she know? She knows, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay.
They are really powerful, shit.
Yeah. Elder Oblex. She's an Elder Oblex. She is extremely good. She's actually, the reason she knows what you're thinking is because she's actually using detect thoughts on all of you.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh, that's concerning.
Yeah, she says, well, if we're going to be friends, we can't keep secrets from each other, can we?
We can keep boundaries.
She says, oh, boundaries, all right. And then you look behind you. You look behind you, you see a melting pile of sludge from a person that was about to give you a big hug.
I know.
Yeah, and you also see that it's actually tethered to the main body of the slime.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
an oblex is. Well,
Yeah.
as a player, so.
Yeah.
Are they like corrosive to the touch, or?
No, they eat your memories.
They actually can be. No, actually, they're not corrosive. That's the thing. It's more
Nope.
like they're like big puddles of Jello.
Yeah.
I mean, they can hit you, but they mostly what they do is psychic, not acid.
Yep.
And yeah,
Actually-
there's, the Obelix just decided continues to it's going to move towards the Earth cultists at a very unhurried pace.
I have a question. So, to start with, this oblex is probably, what, neutral?
Probably.
Okay. And would Catalin know anything about oblexes?
You can make an Arcana check.
Actually, better question. Would she have a reason to know anything about them? Living out in kind of the boondocks?
Probably, because something that druids do, something that she does is defend the natural order. These things are a result of a perversion of the natural order, so maybe she might know something about them. especially since like the order she's part of is dedicated to maintaining the balance between nature and civilization. This thing is not just a perversion of nature; it also preys on civilization. So, you can make an Arcana check to see what, if anything, you know.
Okay.
I'll show you guys. Okay, you already showed.
10. All right. You vaguely remember hearing about these things from Granddaddy Pine. These things are created by aberrations called mind flayers. They were initially intended to go out and collect more prey for their mind flayer masters. What they would do is they would eat people. They would eat their memories, and they would use those memories to create duplicates that they could use to lure more people to their mind flayer masters. When the aberration empire was broken, when their attack was broken, the Obelixes escaped from their master's control. A mind flayer can still, if it encounters them, can still try to assert control over an Obelix, but for the most part, these are their own slimes. They tend to get along by living a parasitic life with civilization. They will occasionally go out and devour people in order to feed themselves.
They are evil.
Yeah.
I would just say that. They're well, in manual their alignments are evil, but I'm not sure in Eberron settings are they neutral or not.
They're probably still evil because they tend to view people as food.
Yes.
But they don't hold any real malice towards people.
Yeah.
Like they don't eat more than they have to.
They're evil by human standard, but they themselves just, you wouldn't say yourself as evil like when you eat pork. But for the pigs, you are evil. Basically, that's the concept.
Exactly. One thing you do notice about her is that she is not following. She is not leading the way. She's following you. She's making sure she's always behind you. She's always following you.
Okay, well, Cataline is vaguely uncomfortable now.
Yeah. The bear is following her, though. And he's keeping a very close eye on her. When you guys get far enough away from the town, though, she's able to pull herself together into her full size, which is easily the size of an elephant. Easily 15 feet tall. She's big.
Large.
She's a big puddle of goop. Yeah, Maria's gonna say, it's not that little. There's about like 5,000 people in there. It's not that little.
Side question. What actually happens when an Obelix devours memories?
They get those memories, and they can definitely pass them on to their mind flayers.
What I mean is, like, what effect does it have on the victim?
The victim typically undergoes some kind of amnesia, unless, of course, the victim is killed by such memory probing.
Okay, so it's more like cut and paste than copy and paste.
Basically, the amnesia can be reversed through magic, though.
Yeah. Anyway, we're moving towards the
Earth cultist.
Yeah, the Earth cultist.
Yeah. So when the Obelix does drain it, they get all the memories, they get all the knowledge and memories and knowledge that the person originally had. So the fact that Maria, quote unquote, is so big means that she has devoured a lot of people.
Yep.
During your travels, playing 20 questions with an Obelix is extremely one-sided. It probably is. All right. So it's going to take you a while there because the one problem that the Obelix has is that it's slow. Its top speed is 20 feet. 40 when dashing. So most people can easily outwalk it. Oh, excuse me.
Good.
It's going to take you a little longer to get to get to the Earth cultists. All right, what are we getting here? Okay. I would. All right. I would actually like Sai. I'd like you to roll 1d20 for me, please.
Sure.
8. All right. It's gonna be since it's gonna be night. Cirrus, can you please roll 1d20 for me?
All right. 1d20. It's an 8 as well. Whoa.
Okay, it's an 8. Yeah, that's nice. So there is no encounters.
Nice.
You do not encounter anything except for the sighing wind as you make your way to the Earth Cultist headquarters. Night has fallen by the time you reach it. You reach the canyon, the small canyon that will lead you to the monastery. Maria is going to look at you and say, "So, should I go do my thing now?"
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's go.
And she's going to say, "All right, yeah, I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine. Right, I'll have to do my thing then. Cheerio."
Yeah.
And she's going to just ooze absorb the Maria body into the greater bulk of the slime.
Walking.
I like one more thing actually. Let me see if I can get this out before she leaves.
All right.
All right, start typing.
Okay.
She says, "All right, nothing else. I'll see what I can do." And she slithers off.
So out of character, my idea is she's an Obelix, and it's kind of a common knowledge thing. Where at least like I imagine that Kat shared that knowledge with the party. That if she does end up like memory wiping people and doing what she does and stuff like that while she's in there, like what is it like? She can probably get information for us as well through their memories.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, like while she's doing that, I do think we should follow her in like after like a certain amount of time to kind of back her up. So we just don't send her alone to deal with it. So if she goes in first, maybe wait like 20 minutes, like half an hour maybe, depending, and then kind of go in there ourselves to kind of like clean up or help out if we need it. Because we're making Earth cultists, but I don't doubt that they're gonna be like shunning the idea of fire. Because like if it takes a torch to like hurt her or something like that, they might do it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what do you two think, Cirrus and Kat? Should you go after Maria or just let her do her thing?
I mean, sure, we can follow her in.
Yeah.
I mean, even if she is troubling, it'll be very cruel to just leave her if something goes wrong.
Okay. Let's go.
All right. Let me pull up the cultist map again.
Like, are you guys good for like waiting for like an amount of time and then following her? Is the question.
We are following,
sure.
so.
Yeah. All right, and so.
In the meantime, Kat can just ponder whether it's possible for an Obelix to live morally.
Depends on your definition of morally.
Yep.
All right, you guys arrive. Oh, hang on, that is not. I need to reveal a few more areas here. You guys arrive at the monastery You see the obelisk is just circling, basically just circling the monastery at this point, looking for a way in.
Oh, I point Maria to the direction we entered before, the back entrance.
They
Yeah,
probably repaired the door by now.
No, she's circling. First, she's circling counterclockwise. Second, she can't actually see you.
Oh.
Yeah, so she. Oh, hang on, I need to reveal that. That's not supposed to be dark. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah,
How visible is she?
pretty visible. But
Okay.
she is like going up against the wall, like just she's flattened herself against the wall and is slithering along the base of the wall.
Ah, so she's trying to keep a low profile towards people on the inside?
Yeah. There are windows here. She does not want people peeking out the window, seeing her wandering around there at the middle of the night. So you get the feeling that she's done this sort of thing before.
Hmm. Okay, well for now, I'm going to find a place with some concealment to kind of hide out and watch what happens.
All right. Let me see. Where should we go?
I would probably have to belly crawl or something in order to hide anywhere.
Yeah, you're belly crawling around. You see that she actually is slithering to the garden. She actually is slithering to where the garden is. And she is pouring herself very carefully under the door, under the locked gate.
Too bad we don't have any spy glasses or anything to try and look inside.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see. Do I have anything that can look inside? Nope.
No. Yeah. All right. So what are you gonna do? Just watch her do her thing.
Yeah.
We'll find an entrance too, I guess, if we can't follow her entrance.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. So
it might
area.
be best to wait in reserve in case something happens and she needs help.
Yeah. Area. Make an Arcana check.
Sure. Let's see, Arcana.
All right, with that check, you know that an obelisk is able to, everything that I told you about obelisks already. Plus, that an obelisk is actually able to drain the memories of almost anything it encounters. The only creatures that it can't drain memories out of are constructs, oozes, plants, and undead. So she could probably survive just fine in the forest by devouring an animal and then using those animals to lure other animals to their doom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you know that obelisks are powerful spellcasters. They particularly specialize in spells that confound and confuse their prey. So, yeah, she's probably going to be just fine. Yeah.
just still trying to find an entrance.
Yeah, there's plenty of entrances. There's the garden entrance that your girl went through.
Alright.
There's an entrance here. Oh, right here.
Okay.
The main entrance is down there.
Mm-hmm. And there's a back entrance we found before.
Yep, there's a back entrance right here.
Mm-hmm.
So those are your ways in.
I look at the others.
What are you gonna do?
Should we take the back entrance? The side entrance? If no one decides, then let's go into the side entrance. I mean... Yeah, we are sneaking. It's just we need to find a way in.
Okay, well,
So...
I guess you two can go ahead and sneak in, and I'll watch and wait in case things get loud. Because Cat can't sneak very well.
Okay.
That's true. Alright, so Cat can wait outside.
Alright. Where are you gonna wait?
Maybe overlooking the entrance where Cyrus and Arya go in.
Alright.
Alright.
Then...
So by side, you mean like this here is a side entrance?
this is the back entrance we entered before. But I assume they would, you know, have more guards this time because last time we entered from there.
Yeah, but then you just go in from that point?
Yeah, so if, like, what I was saying is, like, maybe we should go in from here, you know, to avoid guards? I don't know. We can still go in from the back. It's up to you guys.
I mean, she did just go in there, and I figured, like, this is where the point where we kind of just wait a bit and see what she does. And then after a certain amount of time, like 10, 15 minutes, we'll go in and either clean up or, like, make sure that she's okay after all that.
Alright.
You feel me? Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Like, we'll go in that entrance, like, after, like, we do the whole, like, waiting thing. I mean, that's the idea I had, essentially. Like, if you want to go while she's doing her work, I don't mind doing that as well. Up to you guys.
Alright. So are you gonna follow her into the garden? Or where are you gonna go? Hang on, let me zoom out. Where are you gonna go? Hello?
We're gonna go this way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, because your girlfriend is going that way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Going this way.
Alright. The door there, I believe, is locked. Let me check.
Try to unlock it with sword.
Hang on, let me double check, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're locked. You're gonna have to try to pick them. Or you can try to force them open with an athletics check.
I'll try to pick them.
The guru friend. Yes, find.
Alright.
Alright, Cirrus, you managed to pick the lock.
Alright. It's unlocked.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm
This
just
is what. Yeah, alright,
heading
you're all
back.
the way back there. Alright, this is what's in here. You see the passage turns to the left up ahead. There's a door in the left wall and a door straight ahead. What do you do?
Can zoom in first. Haha.
Mm-hmm. We walk in, I guess. Before...
Alright.
No, after we check for traps.
Alright, make a perception check.
There's a tree. This thing
I'm
here.
I
sorry?
think it's a
No,
rock
that's a
outcropping.
rock.
It's a rock.
That's a rock outcropping.
I want to find somewhere nearby to.
Wait.
No traps. You're good.
We're good. No traps.
Where's our bear friend? I want to like either like leave him like tied up out here. Just gonna let him wander out the outside.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah. If you're gonna go inside, I just let him like wander around and stuff like that. Like, hey,
So
like,
yeah, here's your bear.
yeah.
He's a big bear. So he's just gonna kind of just roam around.
Oh, nice. It's a huge bear token.
Yep.
Big bear.
So, otherwise, you guys gonna check out the side rooms, or are you just gonna follow the passage?
Well, we already unlocked the door, so might as well check.
Alright, so you're gonna check the side door first?
Yeah, gonna peek around the corner, see what's inside.
Alright. Peeking around the corner is more halls.
Maze-like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Peeking around the hall again. What do we see?
Yeah. Whoop.
I'll follow behind.
Yeah.
Adia's gonna follow behind.
Alright, when you peek around the hall here, you see this stairs and a door leading out to where the garden is. You
Okay.
also see sliding out from under this door is your girlfriend, your slimy girlfriend.
Okay. Alright. Does she
And,
look like she ate someone?
You can't actually tell. She's making a sound like she's humming.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Yeah, she slithers up to you. She is going to extrude a bit of herself and turn it into whoever she just ate. Let me find a description for the person that he ate. She ate. Yeah, she turns it into a woman.
Okay.
She extrudes a bit of slime that turns into a bitter and dour and unsmiling woman. She also does not appear to have any eyes. This woman does not appear to have any eyes.
Huh. So that's the only enemy around here?
She says, the woman's gonna say, "So who are you, and what are you doing here?"
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. Remember, your girlfriend can't actually see you, so she doesn't know what you're doing. She doesn't know who you are.
Oh, okay.
So
It's
it's
us.
bedtime. Go to sleep. There'll be plenty of work to do tomorrow.
Maria? It's
Oh! Wait.
Wait, sorry, he just starts to speak and they realize, wait, I should be typing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cyrus just whispers in message, Maria, it's us.
Alright, the person is just gonna nod and then just go walking on.
Oh.
You're supposed to be
Yeah.
quiet, Arya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bulk of the slime comes along and then forms the Maria body that you remember.
Mm.
It spits out the Maria body you remember. She says, "So, what are you guys doing here? You don't trust me?"
No, it's more like we feel like you might need help. Because there are a
I
bunch
don't
of
trust
people.
me.
We trust
I'll
you?
be fine, huh?
Okay.
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Alright. If you can take care of everything, then we'll just let you do your work, I guess.
Yep, she is. You look down the hall. You see that that the angry woman that Maria created is rather disturbingly squeezing herself under the half-inch crack down underneath the door down there.
All right.
It's extremely disturbing to look at.
I'm glad I'm not looking at it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you probably are glad. If we were using sanity, I would say you need to make a sanity check.
All right. I'm gonna just back up, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there are some people in that room, in those rooms over there. So I think there's at least one person there. I don't know if there's any other. Oh, could you check for me just to be safe?
Sure, but I thought you don't need help.
Yeah, no, I do, but I just want to make sure there's no one with fire there. I can't actually see it,
Okay, got it. I will.
So she's just pointing to like this room.
Okay.
This room.
Oh, okay.
This room down here.
All right, I'll take a peek.
All right, which room are you gonna peek in first?
The first one that near the exit.
All right. You peek into this one, and you see a dojo with a reed mat covering most of the floor.
Okay.
There are a couple of shelves along the wall.
Anyone inside?
No, it's empty.
All right. I'll go inside and take a look around.
You go inside and you start flailing around to make sure there's no one invisible.
Yeah.
So it's like Kung Fu with the middle of the mat. Like, no, I'm just practicing. Yeah.
Yeah, there's wooden racks and shelves along the wall holding quarterstaffs, nunchucks, and other weapons associated with the martial arts.
All right. Anything in particular interesting?
Well, carved into the center of the western wall is a large triangular symbol.
Oh, the symbol we saw before. Interesting.
No, it's not. Hang on, I will show you very quickly what it looks like here. Just skip over here for the moment.
All right.
That, the symbol that you see in red up here, that is the symbol you saw before.
Oh, okay.
The symbol you see here looks a little like this.
Oh, interesting.
Looks like a triangle with a butt crack.
Yeah. The heart of the mountain.
Yeah, the butt of the mountain.
I'll mark it down.
All right.
In my notes.
So,
And
you know what I'd like?
No one's inside.
You know what I'd like to do actually? Let's give Maria 10 minutes because I like to ritual cast detect magic. Detect magic to kind of have a general sense of like anything that might be magical in the vicinity.
All right, do it.
All right. Yeah. You do it. Maria is unhurriedly making her way through, very calmly devouring everyone that she encounters.
All right. Cyrus will peek around the corner of the other rooms just to make sure that no one's, have any fire or shit.
All right. Let me see. Sorry, let me check. It's gonna take you 10 minutes, so we'll have time.
Yeah.
Go back here. Zoom back in.
This one.
This one. All right. You
Just
open that room up.
Peek.
All right. You open that room up. There is a set of stairs going down into the darkness. A door that leads out to the garden. There is also. Let me see what else is in there. It looks like a magical laboratory. It has work tables covered in alchemical apparatuses and shelves full of strange curios and dusty clay jars. The windows have been bricked up, and there are thick cobwebs hanging everywhere.
All right.
There is a single ancient-looking figure perusing a heavy tome that's lying open on a small desk. and he is making notes on a sheet of parchment next to you.
Alright.
I mean, next to him. Sorry. There.
I will just let it stay there. Just carefully back the hell up. And I'll message.
As you back up, you hear him just say, "Good. I told you once, and I told you again. No."
She'll ask. You know what?
No.
You're not there. You said you are preparing detect spells.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought I was done with
Detect
that.
magic.
Sorry.
Damn it.
Alright.
Alright, fine. You already spoken. It's fine.
No, I thought it was after the fact. My bad.
No. You already speak. That means you're following.
No. I mean, like, generally, like, was this after I was casting, or like, am I still casting any still exploring kind of deal?
Yeah. So you cast the detect magic. You don't detect any magic in here, but you do detect magic.
No, sorry. What I'm asking is, like, is he doing this during the time, like the 10 minutes it takes me to cast a spell, or like, is it after I finish like casting it and I have like the aura vision for detect magic going on?
This is happening while you're casting detect magic.
Okay, I mean, ignore me.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Sirius is just like hands up, is like, okay, I'm backing out. You finish up casting detect magic. You don't detect any magic in the room down there. You detect magic from the room up here with the old guy in it.
Oh, I get that magic vision. Got a good 10 minutes. I just found out what ritual casting actually does, and it just says me like, if I have a spell, I can just
you don't have to waste spell slots.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So it took you 10 minutes, during which time Maria is calmly making her way through. She's just calmly munching her way through the monastery. Up here, like I said, you detect several sources of magic. So, Sirius, did you find anything?
Well, I found an old peephole. Well, an old figure inside this room. And I will, when I finish, when you finish the spell, did you find anything else? Like, anything magical at all?
Should point at the M16 room. So the gun's being made.
Okay.
All
right. Well, we might want our ooze buddy to come back and deal with it.
Yeah, she is currently working her way in a counterclockwise motion around it, and you don't think... Yeah, you could go get Cat, that's true.
Yeah. True, but I want to inspect all the rooms before, we barge in and attack someone, because that might alert the whole gang, and, she's still working her way up. Didn't you say we give her enough time to do so? If you
It's been 10 minutes so far.
Yeah, if you have a change of heart, definitely, and we'll do it. But I will be more relaxed if we found out what's behind those two doors, and I point towards these two.
All right.
Yeah.
So Area is not going to get the magic up there?
Not for now, I guess. Or if
Alright,
you
so,
want to, like, you can definitely go in and fight. I'll help you, but
Alright, well,
it's up to you.
Okay, so Aria's probably just gonna go get Cat then.
Alright, in the meantime, I'll go check the other 2 doors. Just carefully.
Alright, so this door is a distillery. It smells strong of cheap alcohol.
Alright.
Gasp.
Yeah.
Anyone
And
inside?
this door, no one's inside.
Alright.
And this door leads to stairs that descend deeper underground.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh boy,
That's interesting indeed.
What about the one up? This one is a door, right? Is it?
Yeah, that one. Yes, that leads you to the room that your slime buddy already cleared out.
All right.
Inside, just lying draped on across the table, is a dead woman.
Oh, the one we saw.
The woman that the blind woman that the ooze initially imitated.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything interesting, worth looting at all? Nope.
Let me actually check.
I'll look around.
I'm checking. Hang on.
Okay, I guess Cat comes inside because Arya's calling her over.
You actually there's a chest. There's a couple of things. First, there's a chest.
Okay. Interesting.
That's unlocked. It's unlocked.
All right.
You open it up. It's got a pile of coins inside of it.
Sweet.
There's also 2 keys inside of that chest.
Nice. Okay, a pile of gold, 2 keys. Nice.
More like a pile of copper, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Not copper, sorry, silver.
Silver, not
Yeah,
bad.
piles of silver coins, yes. And 12 turquoise stones wrapped in cowhide.
12 turquoise. Do I know how much they're worth? And
10 gold apiece.
oh, okay, 120. Nice. 10 gold piece each. 12 jewel. Well, 12 gemstones. I'll just name it that. Gemstones. Alright, and how much copper are we talking? Sorry, how much silver are we talking? Silver.
You'll need some time to count, but it's a lot.
Alright. I'll put it in my bag, I guess.
Alright. Yeah, it's a lot. It's kind of heavy. So Aria and Cat come back, and they're ready to kick in the door to the old person to kill some old people.
I message both of them. Psst, over here.
Well,
Yeah, I message you guys and say over here. When they come in, I'll just like, here, look at this. And I show them the gemstones, the silver, and the keys I found. You said 2 keys, right?
Yes.
2 keys. Like, it's quite something. Our ooze buddy helped us with her. Which is totally good. So... yeah. Anyone has any more bags? Because mine is getting heavy. Oh, you can message back. It's fine. I tell them.
Might be able to put it in my bag, I guess.
Alright. I'll
Like,
put...
weight is an issue for me.
yeah, I'll put the whole chest of silver. I'll just name it. Silver piece into Kathleen's bag. A lot. I'll just add a lot in there. A lot. Yep.
Yep, a lot. Okay. All right, so now you're gonna go beat up the elderly.
I guess we already dealt with all those enemies over here. Oh, one more thing. I'll go into the dojo and grab a bunch of two quarterstaff, and just try to, block the door downstairs in case we need, to bail or something. Yeah, I'll block this one. So I'll mark it down. It's like, Oi! That's it. That's the quarterstaff blocking the door. Alright, let's do it.
Okay, I guess Cat will open the door and step inside.
All right, you open the door and step inside. You see the magical laboratory, and you see the old guy there who angrily looks at you. He says, I told you. I am not interested. Leave now.
We can't
Not
leave.
interested in what?
We can't leave cultists here.
Well,
He looks at you and he says, so you're not cultists.
Wait. So you're not?
I'm not a cultist, and neither are you. I'm not your enemy. Now leave me alone.
So what are you doing here then?
Obviously, this is my home.
Wait, what? But there's a bunch of cultists running around, and you call this your home? Why did... Oh, you're too... Sorry. You're probably unable to do
look
something.
at you. He turns to look at you, and you realize...
Can I do an insight check first? On him?
Okay, yeah.
Alright, I want to see if he's telling the truth, because I don't really buy it. I have poor insight, I knew it. Fuck.
Yep. Alright.
Do I believe his word? Do I not
He
believe
looks
his word?
withered. Area, first he looks withered. Serious, you think this guy is just completely full of shit. He's probably just some lunatic who doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, that's probably not even real writing he has. Area, like I said, he looks withered, and he is wrapped, and he's wearing a mask in front of his... He's wearing just a simple wooden mask over his face, depicting a man's face.
Yeah. Cyrus will just message the others, like, I think he's either too crazy to care, or got roped in and doesn't know what the cultists are. So...
Is there anything that stands out about the mask he's wearing?
Yeah. Is there?
Not really. It's just like a mask of depicting a man's face.
Alright, so if you're not a cultist and this is your home, why don't you help us take back your home? I mean, isn't that normal, sane person would want to do? Rather than having a bunch of cultists running in your house?
Yeah, he looks around and he says, I'm in my home right now.
Is your home just this room?
Is my home, yes. He says, he just looks at you and he says, I see you're not going to be leaving anytime soon. All right. My name is Renwick. I was a soldier who fought in the last war.
Renwick.
Putting it down.
Haven't we heard that name somewhere before?
Have we? I don't know.
You can actually make a history check, you know what? See if you have heard that name.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Do it. I'll help those who do it, because my history is terrible. Oh, okay. Nice.
I don't need any help.
You can roll like another time, you can roll twice to see if you get a crit. Maybe you'll get more information out of it. I don't know.
Alright, so with the 16, Catalan, you know that Renwick was a hero during the last war. He was a hero of Breland. His brother died during the final battles of the last war, although no one really knows how that happened. And afterwards, he was a very big proponent for peace. And after the peace was established 4 years ago, he has since vanished. He was supposed to have vanished from sight, from not sight. What's it? From the public eye. So what do you do? All right. So he just so he looks at Arya and he says, "I suppose that'll help you leave a little faster."
Well, if you're like, I asked the others, do they know if he's actually, well, if this Renwick guy does exist or not, or do they remember anything?
Kat's just going to relay what she remembers to Cyrus.
Alright. If you're like a renowned hero, from what my friends could remember, why are you letting the cultists inside your place? I know this room is your place, but why bother living besides cultists?
He says, "As long as they don't disturb me, I don't disturb them."
Oh, but they will, eventually. You do know what they do, right? They plan to bring upon the apocalypse upon the world. Eventually, you will get disturbed.
Yeah, he sighs. And he says, "If they try to disturb me, I will teach them what disturbing a lich will get them.
Wait.
In fact, I already have several times."
Oh shit!
Wait. First of all, I turned to Catalan. You didn't say he's a wizard.
I'm a lich.
It was smelling here for Cat right now.
Oh God.
Oh, no, I know where his brother went.
Alright. Fuck. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he says, "This may come as a surprise to you, but my brother died. When he died during the day of mourning. When we realized the disaster that would overtake us, he gave his own life to create the lich potion for me and gave it to me."
Okay.
He sacrificed his soul so I would live.
Okay. I understand you would want peace and quiet in honor of your family. But the cultists, like I said, and like you said, you've taught them lessons, but they still never learn. And imagine what would happen.
They have learned. You're the first interruption I've gotten in weeks.
Weeks. How long do you think this will last? When the cultists are done with their plan?
He says, "When they're done with their plan, they will have no reason to be here, and they will leave me alone."
Because the Earth will have no reason to exist. This plane will have no reason to exist.
These are Earth cultists. Earth is only going to exist.
But not in the way you would imagine. Not in the way that this monastery will be kept alone. I mean...
Seriously?
What?
Do.
A leg.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's just gonna say, "I study the mysteries of the universe." mysteries of the arcane. He's just gonna look and say, nothing you'd be interested in.
Hi, Bear.
Nice.
I have proven the existence of vacuum, of nothingness.
What is vacuum?
He says, it's nothingness. Here, I'll show you. He picks up a vial full of a strange silvery liquid.
Cyrus will take 2 steps back.
No, what he does is it's corked shut. So and then he just quickly flips it upside down, and you see the liquid just hangs attached to the top for a moment, and then it just slides down until it hits the cork.
Okay.
He says, "Tell me, what's in the now empty spot?"
Nothing.
Exactly. I've proven its existence. He flips it back upright and he puts it back on the rack. He says, "Lately, I have been studying the day of mourning, but again, I found nothing. The only thing I know about the day of mourning is that we know absolutely nothing about it."
I have a question.
He looks at you, Cat.
To what ends are you doing this research?
He shrugs and says, "It's mostly so I can have closure. My brother died saving me from it, so I owe him that much, I think."
Oh, fuck.
But now let me ask you a question. To what end are you all here?
My friend wishes to stop the cultists from disturbing the nature and from dooming the world. While I'm here to fulfill my contract.
We're trying to keep the cultists from killing a bunch of people.
And he nods, he just says, "Worthy aim." Then balance is going to cause a lot of trouble. He's just going to nod. He's going to say, "If I give you something, will you go away and leave me alone, please?"
Sure.
Okay. He's going to pull out, say, 3 things, and he's going to give them to Catalin. The first is a necklace, some kind of an amulet. The second is a scroll that's tied up neatly with a ribbon. And the third is a potion of some sort.
Ooh. Nice.
Okay. What are these?
Yeah. He says, "The amulet is an amulet of health. The potion is a potion of greater healing, and the scroll is a scroll of invisibility."
Okay.
I see.
Use them
Thank
however
you.
you wish. Just leave me alone, please.
Okay.
And if by some miracle you clean the cultists out of here, I'll make sure that none of them re-enter. If only to keep people like you from showing up.
Sure.
Thank you for your aid, then.
You are welcome.
Okay. Bye. Ciao.
Calvin's going to step outside then.
He just says goodbye.
Alright.
Alright.
Should probably let our friend know not to bother him.
I'll
Just
message
have to
her.
before I leave.
I'll message her. Or try.
You message her and let her know that there's a lich and you shouldn't bother him.
That's what I wanted to say. Come along, bear.
Yeah, you say that. And her response is, well, I think I've eaten everybody worth eating up here, so I'm just gonna head home now. I'm gonna head back to town now. Thanks for the meal, y'all.
Oh, thanks
Upstairs.
for the help, I guess.
Oh, you're
Thanks.
welcome. You're very welcome.
All right. Then we'll go through each room now that the enemies are all dead.
Oh, first floor. We're talking
Cleared out the
floor.
first. She basically ate the entire first floor. That's
All
it.
right, cool. That's pretty dope, actually.
I'm sorry. That's too much of like Pac-Man.
Yeah.
He's just here walking out.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, basically you can explore the entire first floor. It's just full of bodies at this point.
All right.
It's also about like 11 o'clock at night for them.
Oh,
in local
right.
time.
Nice.
Just to put that in perspective.
That's even better.
hmm.
So people are going to sleep. If anyone's downstairs, they're going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
All right, let's
If anyone's
go.
downstairs, they're already asleep.
Maria put them to sleep forever.
Yeah. I'll go through the doors around here. Just,
Alright,
explore
bears gonna
them.
follow.
Yeah.
Yep, you open that door up, it is just a barracks.
Anything
And you see
interesting?
there's dead cultists in there with nary a mark on them.
All right. Loot. Just going through all the buddies.
You should maybe kind of.
I need the new dagger, actually.
Actually, no. This is actually not. Sorry, that's not a thing. That's not a barrack. That's not the barracks. Sorry, that's the barracks are a little further west. That's a scriptorium. There's one cultist in there who is dead and slumped over.
All right. Take a look.
All right.
I will say we should go back to town after all this and see what she found out about the cultist she did eat. But also, we did find that silver chest. That chest full of silver. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty close. I was gonna say, like, maybe we should just consolidate all that we found into like one place.
There
Yeah.
is a second, layer. Like, she only cleared the first floor.
There's a floor below this.
Yeah, below us. The entrance I use my quarterstaff to block, that's the entrance.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we should clear everything. Talk to the Lich, tell him that we clear the floor, and then we go back.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say that like if we're going to spend, because two things. I don't want to like make assumptions, but like one is where I am, and it's been a good amount of time. But
Oh, okay.
two, like
Cool.
what is it? Dennis isn't here, and if we go down the floor, I feel like my assumption is like we're going down deeper into the earth, or the earth is powerful there, and we might run into some more trouble there and stuff like that too. So I'd rather have Dennis present for that in the sense, because like it's a big thing that's gonna happen. Like we are dealing with a cult here. I would say like we kind of like maybe like spend whatever time we have left now to kind of like clean up the first floor of like any like loot you wanted to find or whatever.
Yeah.
And like consolidate it to like one area, like a room or something like that. So like after we're done, we can kind of just like, we left our stuff in this one place, so go pick it up and and stuff like that. Because like we didn't particularly bring also like a cart or anything of that to like bring in anything like massive or heavy. Like I'll help carry stuff, but like that is true. But I don't know.
No, I know. That's why I'm saying we should clear the first floor. Like, gather what we can and then wait for our next session.
All right.
I would say.
So, you know what? You're gonna still have to wait for the next session because we're stopping here for the night.
All right.
Yeah.
I was thinking we wait to the next session where we can explore the first floor, and then after that we can maybe do some recon on the lower floor, figure out what we're dealing with.
Okay.
Maybe murder everyone while they're sleeping.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
I'll just
you have
put down
your
11.
friend murdered everyone while they were sleeping.
We have met some very nice people who will otherwise have been like opposition to like any other adventuring party.
Yeah.
Would have annihilated you.
Yeah, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. 11
Yeah,
p.m.
so-
game time.
Yep, good to
Everyone's
know.
asleep by now.
Oh,
Yeah.
we get that was amulet of health.
Of health. Yeah.
Health
Yeah, Kat, what is your
Oh, yeah.
constitution score right now?
potion.
Constitution?
Yeah.
17.
Alright. Do you want it? Like the amulet of health?
Potion of
I mean-
greater healing, I believe. Greater.
It sets your constitution to 19. As long as you wear it.
Probably a good idea, because I'm supposed to be a frontliner.
Yeah. Go for it,
And
man.
there's a scroll of invisibility, I believe.
Mm-hmm. That or give it to someone who has the lowest constitution, so they can kind of like match up in terms of like health.
Oh,
weakness.
wait.
Yeah.
Sai, I believe druids, when they morph, they carry over their con?
No, like the thing is, I keep my mental stats, but my physical stats change.
Oh.
So it won't work on me because like my stats will change for the physical parts.
Oh, it doesn't, carry over with the magic.
Nah, well, I don't actually know.
Okay.
But even then, like I'm not particularly worried about it because like my physical stats are gonna change so often that like I'm not worried about like keeping my constitution high or anything like that.
Okay.
Like, if you're into, like, a headband of wisdom or something like that, by all means, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, like, yeah, I'll be fine. Like, I'd rather give it either to, like, the frontliners so they're more tanky, or give it to someone who has, like,
Pan.
you know, like, or something like that. Looking over at Pan.
Yeah.
Because actually, that's a question, actually, because, like, if you have the amulet on, and you have the, I think it's, you get, like, a +2 to your modifier, at 19, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, like, if you wear the amulet and you level up a bunch of times to fit on,
Mm-hmm.
like, but that, oh no, but it's attunement. Like, you can't just take it off and give it to someone else, right?
Not really. You have to attune to it, basically.
Okay, so it stays on you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna be like, what if you just take it off and give it to someone else so they also get that con thing when you level up? I'm like, nah, fuck that. I don't think it works that way. I think specifically, it's not supposed to work that way. Okay.
Magic items, you all have to attune to it, to make it work. Unless you're carrying, normal, weaponry or stuff, then you don't. You don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah. Stuff like this, you do. All right, cool. I already updated the notes, so okay.
Nice.
I will do further updates, and let's call it a night.
Alright, guys. GG.
We'll stop here for the night.
That's pretty
I
good.
hope you enjoyed figuring out how monstrous mercenaries worked.
It's
I like
truly
that part,
monstrous. It's terribly
It was
monstrous.
interesting.
I thought I was gonna
Yeah.
get eaten, to be honest.
Yeah.
Some of the, I'll just show you right now, some of them, like, first, they're not blindly loyal, and they're not going to do, like, stupid things.
Yeah.
Like, if you've, like, encountered, like, if, for example, the worst of the worst happens, the cultists summon these giant elemental lords. You can't go to the monsters and say, hey, guys, who wants to go kill a monster? Well, we sit on the sidelines and cheerlead.
No.
They're going to be trying to get out of Dodge, same as everyone else.
Yeah. They're pragmatic, and they have to because they are like the more monstrous races. There's already a stigma against them in that sense. So like they do what they can to survive. So it's why they're a bit like they bristle a little bit. And
it's why Maria had to leave through a secret 1-inch tunnel under the ground.
yeah,
That's why she couldn't just go slithering down the streets.
Yeah.
she had like a really large cape.
I don't think they make capes that big.
No, probably not.
I happen to know.
They're for elephants.
I happen to know a wizard tailor who can probably help with that.
Oh.
Mm.
All right then.
All right, guys.
Good game. Good game.
All right,
Awesome
well,
game.
Y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
all right, you too. Good game. Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.